Hey guys, welcome back to another new exciting video. This video is important for all of you, those who are interested in coding. So recently, GitHub did a blunder and you can take a huge lesson from that blunder, what GitHub did. And it actually broke the production level of code. So normally as a coder, we write the codes manually or sometimes with AI, and sometimes we don't check the code that is written by AI, right? And that actually can cause a huge issue if you are working with any production level of code, or if you are running any business, or if you are building any product. Okay, a small flag can cause a issue. So in this video I will discuss on that GitHub, such a big company, they also did such a small silly mistake, and that actually caused the issue. So you will get a huge lesson from this video. Now here you see that in front of you I have opened one article, which is what happens if a merge queue builds on the wrong commit. So the issue was inside GitHub merge queue, and recently they gave a deployment for that merge queue features, means they implemented some of the new features on their platform, and that actually caused this. So what happened actually? First, you have to understand the March and March queue. So inside GitHub, we create the repo for a specific project, and we have one master branch. And after that, if many developers are working on that project, then they create the feature 1, feature 2, feature 3. Like this way, they create their branches. And now after their work is done, they merge that branches with the main branch, right? This is the procedure. Now this merge queue, what it does, that it actually uses the queue, means you are sending all of that pull request from all of their branches, and it takes one by one all of that pull request, and it merges with the main branch, and after that it tests that if all are working fine, then it goes to the next pull request. Okay, so in this way it actually works automatically. Now this is the concept of merge queue. Now what happened, that here you see the incident happened on April 23rd. So on April 23rd, what happened? Let me use this marker. So let's say this is your main branch. Okay, this is your main branch, and after that here you see that this is your commit, and after that here you see that this is one of the commit, and after that this is another commit. Okay, now let's say this is the commit A, and after that this is the commit B, and after that this is the commit C. Now let's say when you started working on a specific feature, then you created your feature 1 branch from this point. Okay, now after that here you added some of the features, and you committed inside your branch. So this is your branch, right? Now after your work is done, here you see that there are three another commits inside the main branch, right? That is added by some other developers. Now here you see that your work completed, right? Now at this position, if you want to merge your feature branch, if you want to merge it with the main branch, then it will merge from this C point, right? From this C point it will merge. But what this merge queue did, that it merged your code, your feature branch code, from this point. Okay, it merged from this point. Now what happened, that all of these commits A, B, C gone. And why did this happen? Because here you see the regression was introduced by a new code path that adjusted merge-based computation for merge queue ref updates. This code path was intended to be gated behind a feature flag for an unreleased feature, but the gating was incomplete. So you see that they implemented some new code, and they wanted to test that feature, and also they implemented a feature flag that this is an unreleased feature, I will test this feature. So that's why this should not affect in the production level for the existing customer. So that's why they introduced a feature flag. But the problem was that they did not implemented this feature flag in a correct way. So that's why what happened, that it affected all of the existing customer. So here you see, as a result, the new behavior was inadvertently applied to squares merge groups and producing an incorrect three-way merge. Okay, so this caused subsequent squares merge to revert changes from earlier pull request, and in some cases changes between the starting points. So what I told you, that it actually ignored all of the existing commits, and it merged from the previous commit where you created the feature branch, right? And here you see that the COO of this GitHub, Kyle, he also posted, wanted to provide more clarity about this. Yesterday, we had a regression in merge queue behavior where in some cases, squares or reverse commits were generated from the wrong base state, making earlier changes appear reverted in branch history. So 2804 pull requests out of over 4 million merged on April 23, roughly 0.07% were affected. We fixed the issue, we contacted every impacted customer, and we are expanding our automated test coverage for merge queue operation. Okay, so somehow their automated test coverage for the merge queue operation that they implemented new code, it did not work. Okay, and that's why they have not found that issue uh, during testing, and after that it affected the production level customer, right? So that's why I'm telling that when you are doing the coding and when you are releasing any specific feature for your product, or let's say if you are working in a company and there you need to implement any kind of feature and you want to test it and you don't want that the existing customer should not get that, then you have to verify that properly or carefully, otherwise this type of condition will happen, and actually customer will get very angry and also they will be very disappointed, and also that will cause the business loss. Okay, because you are doing coding means you are a software engineer and it is your responsibility to maintain the code, because if there is any loss and if you are giving such type of statement, that cannot be acceptable, right? Sometimes I'm mentioning sometimes it cannot be acceptable, because uh, if anything goes happen in any code base, then all of the developers who are working on that code base, they need to actually work on that issue overnight. So here you see the same thing some other person is saying, might want to check your git logs if you are using the merge queue features, means you need to check the git logs that what got happened. So this afternoon, here you see, we found that March queue was silently reverting change sets in the March queue and acknowledged by GitHub, but could be a very hard problem to debug if you are not looking for it. Okay. So yes, guys, this was the thing that I wanted to share with you. And if you want to get this kind of news that what is happening and some lessons that should be helpful for you, if you want to get that, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Don't forget to like this video also. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.